Okay, today we're going to tie a Muddler Minnow, one of my favorite trout flies, river fly. They don't really grow in lakes and ponds, but in rivers. They hug the bottom, and they're camouflaged brown and tan to blend into the bottom. And today we're going to be using a Mustad 3906B size 8 hook for the Muddler Minnow. Start the thread on the hook. Thread is going to be uni thread 6/0. Start at the back of the hook. And for the tail, we're going to use a matched set of turkey wings. Cut a small slip, about 3/16 of an inch wide. Like that. Match set, and fix them so that the concave sides are together. Like that, and we're going to tie it in on top of the shank, hanging over about 1/4 of an inch for the tail. About 1/2 an inch. Wrap that forward to about 3/4 of the way up the shank. You want to leave some bare hook in the head to spin the deer hair on, the deer hair head. And next we're going to put on some mylar tinsel for the body. This is silver and gold. And you're going to tie this in with the silver side facing up. Wrap that forward to where you ended the turkey wing. And trim that close. Next, we're going to tie on some squirrel tail for the underwing. You want good coloring. You want about 30 fibers. Black, tan, and white tips. So that's going to be your underwing. And tie that in the length of the tail. Right on top of the shank. Trim that close. And for the wing, we're going to go back to the match set of turkey wings. Cut about a 1/4 inch slip out of each wing, matched. Something like that, and we'll tie that in to extend back to the length of the tail, right on top of the shank. trim that close. Now you can glue this knot if you want on top of the shank. I'm not going to today, just to save time, but it makes for a more durable fly. And if you are going to tie a collar, you want to use deer hair, about the size of a bundle about the size of a pencil. Pull out the under fur. Clean it up so that it'll spin right. And we're going to put it into a hair packer to pack it and even the tips like that. So now that the tips are even for your collar, we're going to tie this in about to the back of the bend of the hook. You don't want it to extend all the way out to the tail, and all around the hook. And you want to do this on the bare shank. So you're going to take 2 soft wraps and then pull tight, and it'll flare. Then you can put some more wraps in there to secure it. So the collar looks like that. Sweep the butt ends back and start on the bare shank again. And you're going to take another bunch about the same size. Trim it off at the hide. Clean the butt ends. And this time we're going to trim the tips, because we're not going to use them for a collar. We're going to use this for the head of the fly. So we're going to trim the tips and sweep the butt ends back. Lay the bunch on top of the hook. Pinch it. Take 2 soft wraps behind the eye. Pull down and let it go, and it'll flare around the hook. Put some wraps in there, secure it, and kind of push it back onto the hook away from the eye so that you can whip finish it like that. Advance the thread to the behind the eye, and we're just going to whip finish this. Behind the eye. And trim the thread. And now comes the fun part. We're going to trim up the deer hair to make a sort of a bullet head. Don't take off too much at once. Take your time and take off a little bit at a time so that you don't cut into the collar. You don't want to take off too much. A pair of sharp scissors really helps in this. Clean it up around the eye. Get these stray hairs out of the way. trim them up so that they're not interfering with the collar. And that is your basic Muddler Minnow. One of my favorite flies, caught a lot of big fish on it. Thank you for watching.